EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay,
ball up
ready?
to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Gravity line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
He'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The Niners at 12-2 now on the year, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that can ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
You look at this Arizona defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Come on. Set. Cougar 19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's Romarion Hampton out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2nd down and a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Well, that's one stuff. We'll see if this defense has another in their back pocket.
And I just wonder on the other side of the ball, do you just challenge the big guys up front? This is short yardage situation. We ought to be able to pick this up. Or do you say to yourself, they are awfully tough. I've got to throw it on this down.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And now an audible here into something else. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Finding Williams once more, complete. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Hampton. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll toss right side to Hampton. And a carbon copy there, at least as far as the results are concerned, as he'll be dropped behind the line yet again. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Looking to put a drive together.
Pat the 60.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Hey, motion, you see it, motion. Top low, 18. Here we go, set. 19 tight. 19 tight. 19 Lions. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
2nd and 15. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Come on, come on. Set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Ready, break. Let's go now.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And look at this, for the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Cougar 19. Warrior 70. Go.
He'll drop to throw. And he is caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Coleman. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, Cowboy 80. Ready, right?
They go play action here on 1st down. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Coleman. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Let's go.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. A first carry here for Jordan James. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
That's good for a Cardinals 1st down. 1st and goal, Arizona.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Ready? Hit 65 catch. 60. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Check. Hurt. 18. Pioneer. Rig alert.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. His 5th touchdown on the ground, number 8 overall. And the Cardinals have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now they'll audible to something else. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away.
Here's a diving catch right side. The rookie from Texas Tech on target there. It's a first down.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
70, ready.
Operating from the gun, Morrison. It's caught on the right side of Snell. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Back to throw. Morrison under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
And this is going to be intercepted. Inside the 10 and into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Now remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series.
Pass the 60, pass the 60. Seven Pirates.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. A quick hitter complete. It's Coleman. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line. The final shot before break. Morrison. He sets to fire deep. And incomplete on the deep ball. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Here we go.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Second down and 8.
Here we go.
They're not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Ready.
Second down. Here's Barkley again. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. This is caught by Williams. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Looking to throw. Morrison. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. He'll take it at the 42. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Got it. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Ready? Check out.
That's caught. It's Coleman. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And they'll try the option on first and goal. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
Second and 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Colston Loveland, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from taking the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15.
Go! Ready, ready?
Off play action. Morrison under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Abdul Carter in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. 70.
Operating from the gun, Morrison. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Down to the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Kyle Williams, 72 yards. And the 49ers have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for two.
Here we go, here we go. Cougar 19, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll try and throw for it. Complete at the one. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, given 14.
Cardinals, first down.
Come on.
First and 10 at the 49.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's able to get it to Coleman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. A first down carry for Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter.
Ready.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
2nd and 6 from the 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. On the RPO hook, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Luther Burden from 10 yards out. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. Pushing his way through. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Abdul Carter getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
That's caught. Emeka Buka. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
And, partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Lions.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Timing was just a bit off, and that can happen occasionally, even with these fine professionals in the NFL.
But on those out routes, that requires precision, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. Everyone has to be in sync from the time the quarterback hits his back foot and delivers the ball to the receiver turning to find it.
Back to throw again. Well, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down. The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Back to throw now on first down. He's got this complete to Burden. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Barkley, inside handoff. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
First down, Arizona.
Barkley, toss play left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Saquon Barkley with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
49ers 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Morrison. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
19 Lions. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Hey, smash Bronco.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's downfield. He's got Loveland. Touchdown, Cardinals. Colston Loveland with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals stretch this fourth-quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
49ers 21.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
Here's 2nd down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Back to throw. Morrison. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10.
Come on, come on. Set. Cougar 19. Go.
Looking to throw. Morrison. Open man is Ibuka. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Get it. 70 Lions. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up second and
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Under 90 seconds to go. Here's second and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is third down now. They'll look to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Okay, ready?
Fourth down, 10 yards to go.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Ready, ready?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It's Williams on the catch. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And checking the timeouts, they do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
70.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. 93 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here is 3rd down and 4.
Go! Bronco 80. Ready, ready?
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Ready, ready? Panther 60, Panther 60.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Arizona, the win